Welcome back to this new video Tech Express, guys. Today let's try out to understand a little bit more about the UPI payment gateway to their commerce website. UPI refers to Unified Payments Interface. So to get started, of course, you might be understanding what a UPI. So this UPI has revolutionized digital payments in India. So it's fast because it's instantaneous transaction, it's convenient because users can pay directly from their bank accounts using their mobile phones, and is widely adopted because millions of Indians are using UPI daily. And not only Indians, because there's more and more people right now with different countries, but right now, as it is into India, is really popular. And the cost effective, of course, often lower transaction fees than credit debit cost. Now, to choose a UPI payment gateway, what I need to do is that several payment gateway supports UPI. So you can consider these factors when choosing. First of all, the integration eased. So if I open a new tab and just type UPI payment gateway, automatically it's going to be generating me more UPI solutions. For example, there's the Any Payment. There's the Global Online Payment Gateway. There's the Global Merchant of a Platform of MasterCard, the UPI Gateway of the UPI Gateway, of course, and lastly, the Stripe. So you wanted to make sure that when you choose one supporting UPI, you want to have a great integration ease. This is crucial because how easy it is to integrate your e-commerce platform is going to be really crucial for your store. Second of it is the transaction fee. So you wanted to compare the fees charged by different gateways before choosing one of them, and the settlement time. So how long does it take for funds to be settled into your account? This is going to be really important. And of course, to ensure the gateway is PCI DSS compliant. So the customer support, once again, is just something extra, but you have to choose a gateway with reliable customer support, right? So to get started, of course, while the specific steps might vary slightly depending on your platform and the gateway, here's a generate overview using the Razorpay as an example. So let's go for Razorpay. I go for Razorpay, and you choose the option that says sign up. Create your account. So create a merchant account on the chosen payment gateway website. I'm going to close this, enter my email, and hit now into account. Then you want to generate an API keys. So obtain your API keys from the gateway dashboard. So if I hit now into continue, it's going to be asking me to generate my actual account. Now, right now, we can't use the Razorpay because we are now located into India, and I believe it's going to be blocked if we try to use a VPN into our account. So to make this process much more faster, I'm going to be using Stripe. So you don't have to worry about it because the process is exactly the same with any application that you choose with the UPI, right? So I'm going to try to sign in really quick, and inside my dashboard of the Stripe, I'm going to be having here my publisher key and my secret key. So these API keys is going to be really important to install the plugin. So if your e-commerce platform has a plugin for the gateway, you can install it. If you're using a customer solution, you'll need it to use the gateway API documentation. For example, back into Shopify, if I choose my settings, I'm going to choose my payments, and into my payments I choose to see all other providers, and I'm going to try to look out for the one we are actually setting it up, for example Stripe. So if Stripe is not available into your store, you can try it out with a new one. So I'm going to clear all of this. In this case, for example, here's my payment method. We have the checkout, payment links, elements, and more invoices. We have the default of the Equid, my configuration, Spotify, Shopify, and System.io. I can create a new configuration, which in my case should be in UPI. Save my configuration, and when I select it, here is my card that I can enable. So for example, here is my cards, my wallets. Now this is the part where you want to focus with the UPI. Make sure that Apple Pay, Google Pay, and the link are enabled. So when they check out my website, which in this case should be here, online store, my themes. When they check out this website, I'm going to hit now into customize and go for a mobile view, and they wanted to make a shop of it. When they hit now into purchase, it might be appearing the UPI, depending of course with the setting that you chose, but it might be appearing the UPI, and you're going to be appearing here how would you like to pay, which in this case here is the wallet, Apple Pay, Google Pay, whatever. So here is the about this payment method. We can configure here the domain and view the report, but in this case the 3 of them are actually active. Now many payment gateways offer Shopify applications that simplify integration, and if you want of course to look out for something else, there's WooCommerce for example that has plugins for most major payment gateways, and there's some custom platforms. If you have built your own e-commerce platforms, you might need to use the gateway API documentation that usually appears here into the home section of the dashboard of your e-commerce platform, and here into the developer mode you have the features of it, right? So security is a really paramount because we can use HTTPS, ensure the website uses HTTPS to encrypt the data, store the API key securely, update your plugins, and check out the PCI DSS compliance, right? So thoroughly test your integration before going live. Common issues include incorrect API keys, network errors, and incorrect configuration. So always use the gateway test environment before going live. So adding a UPI payment gateway to your e-commerce website can significantly improve the customer experience and boost some sales. The key is to find the right payment gateway. In my case, I'm going to be using Stripe because Stripe is the one that is going to be available into my country region. So I can guarantee you that you're going to have success if you find out a really great UPI payment gateway that is available into your country. So if you find this guide helpful, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Tech Express. Do you have any question about the UPI integration? You can let us know in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and hopefully you can all see you next time.